We're going to show you how to do shading in this video. We're going to select Scarborough 5, which is our example well. Shading is accessed by the Add Shading button at the top of the plot. We'll just scroll up and down so you can see. And then we go and we click on the Add Shading. We then want to select blue shading, so we type blue into the search box. And I'm going to select the lilac blue color. And I click down on it and I hold down and then I drag it to the position I want the shading, like so. And then the shading's there, and that's really all there is to it. The next thing I'm going to show you is how to edit the shading. So if we click on the shading, we can actually select shading on the track, but shading. And when you notice here that the whole plot turns yellow. Whenever the plot turns yellow, that means shading anywhere on the plot is selected. And then we go to Edit, and we can select the shading, and we're going to worry about the type of shading, or style, which is lithology. We'll change that, and we want it to be log attribute, so we select log attribute. We then fill in the log type, which is the gamma ray. And then what we want to adjust is the right-hand value, and we're going to make that 200. Now, when we click OK, the shading will change to log attribute. And you'll see that it's lighter colors where you have lower gamma ray, darker colors where you have high. We're then going to change this to another shading style called red, green, blue, which allows us to use 3 logs for the infill shading. These 3 logs are going to be the density, neutron, and photoelectric effect. So we're going to select the shading and then edit it again. And we change it to RGB. This allows us now in the menu to enter 3 different logs. So we choose the red log, and we're going to make that the density. So we just click on that, and we select it, and we make it the density. And then we click on the green log, and we make that the neutron. And then we click on the blue log, and we make that the photoelectric effect. We then set the scales to the standard scales for each log. Now when we hit the OK, we can see the plot in all its splendor. We click twice to get rid of the yellow, and you can see that the green is where which shows high, neutron, low density is where the sands are, and the purple, which is high PF, high density, is roughly where the clays are. And that's pretty much all there is for this plot, and we can scroll up and down, and it's a nice plot because it shows 3 logs. It can also be used for uranium, potassium, and thorium. If you click on the edit with nothing selected, you will get the menu showing the shading, and you can edit the shading on the spot and look at all the shading that's involved in the plot. Thank you very much.